Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video we are going to do something a little bit different, something I actually haven't seen anybody else do, and it's going to be where we basically force ourselves to do an unoptimal curve, right? We're gonna go first in every game, and which is not our optimal curve, by the way. We want to go second, and we're gonna try out, see how you play going first and what changes, and what your optimal mulligan cards are and stuff like that, and just learn a bit more about the going first curve. So without further ado, we'll jump straight into the deck list. Alright, so this here is the deck list we're running with. It's my EB-02 deck list. It's got Belo Betty, obviously, EB-02 Sabo. If the sim had the promo Sabo legal, this would be 3 copies of this instead of this Sabo here. Just so you know, if you are doing like physical cards, physical games, this card is what I would run instead of this. Other than that, it's a pretty standard list, nothing too crazy. So let's jump into some games. Alright, so we're up against Green Purple Luffy. And he did choose to go second, so we are getting first here. And you see this hand is obviously a great hand, whether you're going first or second. But like going first, what you're looking for is a 1-drop and a 3-drop. Or like a 1-drop and a 2-drop and another 1-drop. Like some combination of things that make you maximize your curve, right? Which these do here. So we're going to keep this. We're going to drop our search. And unfortunately, I was looking for a 5-cost Ivan cop here, as that's something that's really strong on the odd curve. But we're gonna grab this Karasu instead, because we can still, we can still do on 5. We can still do 4-cost Ivan cop into Karasu. So not too shabby here. Looking pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, so we'll start out with a 5k swing here. He takes, we'll go into Morley and we'll pass. It is really good practice to have a couple games going first. I recommend you guys do this as well, because you are going to be forced to go first sometimes, right? You can't always win the die rolls, and you'd be in situations just like this, where you have to reconsider your entire plan here. And I do believe I'm going to defend this. Yeah, I will defend this. There's an argument not to defend it, but I'm going to go so hard next turn, so having this extra swing here is going to be really powerful. Again, wish I had 5-drop Ivan copy here, but can't complain too much. We will go Karasu, and we will go on leader. I believe leader is correct here. Yeah, we'll go on leader, and then we'll just swing 8 at this Zoro. There, he should give that up. And then it's going to be 5 and 6 at his leader. And at this point here, he has like nothing, right? He's actually taken both those hits as well, so he's down to 1 life. And he's going to like start doing things here with Sanji Pudding, but it's going to be a little too late. I could defend this attack as well, but since I have the Inazuma, it's actually going to be more valuable for me to just get the Inazuma out, rather than defending my board. He's just going to cycle a bunch of Marys, which makes me think that he might have been kind of bricked up. He does find a 2k here, and he's going to get that Morley as well. But like from here, we just go like this, like this, and we'll go 8 here, and we'll go minus on leader. He's going to giant. Like forcing a giant this early from us is going to be really good. I think we're going to go 8, 9, 10 here, so we'll do another 8. I think we have lethal here. I doubt, especially since he used that. Yeah, we should have it here. And then 9 and then 10, and he shouldn't have enough counter. Yeah, he's super bricked up, but it wouldn't really have mattered if he had a lot of counter here's or not. He was in a tough spot. The difference between, going first and going second is going first, you can actually be a little bit more aggressive, right? Like this was a 7 Dawn win. And just because we're able to get a little bit more pressure on our Ivan Cop turn, right? Instead of having like a 1-cost, we now have a 1-cost and a 3-cost out, which just means 1 extra swing, and we're also having leader swing. You're doing a little bit more than going second. All right, so we're gonna go up against Shanks here. Shanks is interesting. I think I'm gonna. This is hard, right? Because now we have our 3 Dawn turn and we have our 5 Dawn turn, but we don't have our 1 Dawn turn. We just become a little bit awkward, but I think we're gonna keep. Just because this 5 cost Ivankov is so strong in this curve, right? I'm gonna play Red Force. Interesting. I'm thinking here if I play... I'm not gonna play in Asuma. Instead, I'm gonna play down the Kuma. That way he's forced to throw a card here, right? Because otherwise he would just use leader effect. I just played Koala instead of Kuma. Because I wasn't actually fully decided on it. I said Kuma, but I think this extra 1k is going to be super important. Because again, if it's a 5k swing, which it would have been with Kuma, he just gets to use leader ability. And get out, you know, scot-free from that. He's going to drop a Lucky Roo. This is the terrible thing about going second against Shanks, right? Is that they get on their Lucky Roo curve. But we do not care that much about that. We're going to go ahead and do a 5k swing here. He's going to use leader effect, fair. And then we'll use this. And I'll shit out the Morley. Morley can be pretty strong against specifically Lucky Roo. So we'll pass there. Our hand is looking alright. I mean, at least we have this Ivankov, right? Which is always going to be valuable. He's going to drop a Yasop, which is completely fine by me. Because we're going to be swinging harder next turn. And we'll take this hit as well. There's a Karasu. Gonna drop an Uta as well. Okay. Yeah, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. He finds a 2k. But realistically, this is just gonna be boost. I'll pitch the one of the Lindberghs. I'll doubt I need that many. And we'll go 8 into 6 here. He can't block because it's unblockable. He's going to use leader effect and a 2k. I'm going to go 9 here. He'll block and probably pop my Koala. Which is a good value for us. Oh, he just takes. Okay. That is going to make me swing. Because he's already used leader effect, I feel comfortable swinging 6 here. There's the block. Okay. So you see, now that he's blocking, like, he's unoptimally blocking here, which is really good for us. But we did kind of force him into that situation. So now that he's used his Lucky Roo, we can drop this without having to worry about things. We're going to find Ivankov here. Yeah, we'll go Ivankov and we'll attach these two here. Cheating out a Karasu. Just so we can get value of this leader swing here. He's going to defend that. Makes sense. Now he's in a spot where he's like, do I push lethal or not? He's going to establish a new gate instead. Which can now hit a 6k thanks to Yasop here. So he can get rid of this. But realistically, you should be going for one of these anyways. We're only sitting on 1 2k, which is not that good. But him going for the Karasu there is pretty good for us. And he is basically still going to have to pivot into board. Which he does. He's going to get both of those. But that's alright. Let's see, he's going to go 5k into that. That's fine. I'm just glad he didn't swing with the Uta first. That lost him a bunch of value. And now we have the decision if we want to go board here or if we want to go face. The thing is, he has the one Dawn up, right? Which is most likely Divine Departure. So he's looking at least 3k counter on one card. I think our best bet is to play out this Koala and just go into this new gate and then pivot into this. We could also just go face while establishing blockers. But I do believe the best play is just to go board here. Especially because we can still go very wide thanks to him leaving our Ivankov up here. And we do have the option of going Koala as well, which is pretty damn interesting. Let me think here. Just make sure that I can clear this. We're looking at a... If we play Koala, I think I'm good to play Koala, if I'm being honest. I think I will. I'll play Koala. Do that. I'll play out this. I'll use the leader effect here. I'll discard a Karasu. And then we will play out this Koala. And we'll swing 9k into this. We'll swing 7k into this. Ah, shit, what do I do here? I swing 6k into the new gate. Getting a 2k out of his hand, hopefully. At this point, we're just farming cards out of his hand because he's gonna want to defend this, but he's not gonna be able to. Obviously, like our pressure is way too much here. Even with the Divine Departure, he won't be able to defend this. So we are looking pretty good. Even having used that, what's it called? 2k out of his hand, right? We're still looking at a decent amount of counter, which means like we won't lose to like a dragon play. He's gonna bad Maris kick course there, which is a little bit worrying because that makes me think that he might be able to defend this too, considering I think he has Divine Departure. He's not able to defend that though. And we will go... Let's go Lindbergh here, I think. We could go Karasu to make sure our Ivankov is defended. But realistically, he only has one swing, and we can use Koala for that. So I'll do like this, just to make sure that he doesn't block her up too heavily. But he's down to 3 cards here. It's going to be a 10-cost Shanks. That's not going to be much of a problem, actually. I'll still be able to defend one of these swings. And this Ivankov will be staying because I can block the other one. Which means we should be able to go fairly... He's going to use the stage there. Now the question is if I do defend this. I think I do because I still get value on my turn. I could have played that differently there, but I believe we're just going to kill him next turn anyways. That was an interesting swing, buddy. He's going to go for this, which means I might as well not block. If he went for this, I block, but since he's going for this, let that go. All right, so we could again go board here, but really no reason to. In fact, now that I drew this Sabo, I don't even think I cheat out the Inazuma. I think I'm better off trashing the Inazuma here. And we will instead go wide here, buffing out this Koala, which we can bring to 7k. Yeah, let's bring this to 7k and swing 7 here. That way, if he defends it, he's like in a kind of fucked spot. And I guess we'll go 8. Let's see, 9. Math. So this is at 5, so that's 7. 9, 9. Okay, so it's another 8. We'll see. He might be able to defend one of these, but he should not be able to defend all of this. Doesn't defend that, which means I'm gonna go 9 and 9 here, which should be lethal, right? Even with leader effect. He's gonna use leader effect there, and he doesn't have any 2Ks, but he does have just enough for that. But that is not enough to defend this final attack, which means we win. All right, so even with the Divine Departure there, even if I did have one done up for that, it would not have been enough. So we win those, even going first there. We'll jump into another game. Okay, we're up against Smoker here, and we're gonna, of course, go first. And wow, this is a pretty damn good going second hand, but I think we still keep because of this searcher, right? It's just like when you're going second, you need to make sure you find this searcher. It's so good. I really thought I was going to find a 3-cost here, but I could go for Sabo, honestly. I think Sabo here is not a bad play. Going first, Sabo curves outright. Going to 7 on this, especially against a deck like Smoker, which can be very aggressive. And we did actually find a 3-cost off the top. That's pretty sweet. I think I will just play that and pass, just so we have like a body out. He's going to counter the first attack, which I do not mind. That's fine. Expect that even. He's gonna drop another blocker. He's being very defensive, which makes me think that this might be some kind of more fortress type list. And again, we are missing 5-cost Ivankov here, but I think we should be fine going wide like this. I'm thinking next turn. Unfortunately, he's not swinging at my life, which makes Sabo just a worse option than Koala, which means we're gonna go something like this. And I'm actually gonna cheat out the Koala here, just so he doesn't get any sort of free blocks here with his chopper. Because that is like a 7k blocker, dude. Can't have that. Can't have him using that. And Koala is still gonna be a swing on my turn. So still good, still value. Here, he does counter very aggressively here. Only taking 1 hit so far. But he's down to 4 cards in hand. And like I said, he's trying to starve me. But like that's not really gonna work. Because we do have Koala here for next turn. And we could defend that as well. But do I want to? I don't think so. I think I let that go. Because I doubt he's gonna swing into this Betty anyways. Yeah, he's again just blockering up here. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll cheat out the Ivankov. I think that's fine. I will trash this stage though. I don't think it'll be that relevant right now. And we'll go like 5. See if he takes the free block. He does. And then I'm gonna cheat this out. To pop his Rosie here. And we could go hard into this Sanji here, but I think we're just gonna go 5 and 7. If he counters here, there's gonna be an argument to go 7-8 into this. But he does have 2 Dawn up as well, so it could probably be the counter event. You know what? I'm just gonna go face. It is gonna be the counter event. But since we already used this Ivankov's effect, we don't mind that much. And he's still going to be a weird spot here. He drops another 2k. He's so defensive. Is this literally just get Kid and try to go from there? Because if he does have Kid right now, he is going to fortress me a little bit. He doesn't. He has Monet. Not sure what his game plan is here, to be honest. This is interesting. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here. He's playing so defensively, and I'm not sure why. I guess it could like work, right? But realistically, I could block this. Because I don't really need it. That's my thing. Like, I doubt he's going to swing with these, so we're just going to block it. This is probably another chopper, actually, these 4 Dawn. Oh, he is going to attack with it. Okay, well, that's fine. We do still have counter here, which we will use, because if he swings again, I think we just kill him now. Because we should just have lethal now. So we will try that. We will do something like this. I'm just going to check. Do I have lethal here? 7. 7. 9. I don't have perfect lethal. We'll give him a 6k stab here. And he is going to defend it. So now we don't have lethal, which means we're just going to pivot into board. Which is going to go like this. Like this. It's a little bit awkward. This should probably have been a 5k at lead. Could have pivoted better. Because now I'm in the situation where... Wait, this is 7. Oh, okay, I can't afford to play the Sabo. And do this. Okay, yeah, so now he's in a really bad spot where he like literally only has leader effect, or leader to swing with, only has 1 card in hand, and we have this entire board. Yeah, so he's gonna concede. That was fairly free, but as you saw there, luckily, like in my mind, I forgot that I could swing 7 and play Sabo, because I'm so used to going second, right? But because we were going first and we're at 9 Dawn, we did have enough to play Sabo and swing into that, which absolutely, you know, made it a clear board. Which was just incredibly powerful. So that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing me go first and see a little bit difference of the curve there, and you know how to act in the situations where you're forced to go first, which you know it's gonna happen a lot. People are starting to get to know Belo Betty a little bit more going into OP11, as she is one of the bigger threats. So hopefully you win your dice rolls and can choose to go second, but if you don't, going first still is pretty damn strong. Like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm live streaming like every week, posting almost every day, so subscribing is gonna be so worth it, dude, especially if you want to see like notifications of my new videos when they drop. So do that. Check out my links in the description. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.